1984 Goldstar Color TV. Back in January, my brother found this TV in the alley. Just one day before I was visiting him in Minnesota, and he thought to keep the TV and thought I would like it. And oh, how right he was. I love old technology like this. Let's see what's on TV. A little bit of static. This is just television hum. The volume is actually all the way down. You have your VHF dial and your UHF dial. The UHF is for zeroing in on very specific frequency networks for channels that were usually the cost extra from the cable company. We got a channel here, we got some beautiful mountains. And get a little bit of volume in there. See if we can get a clear picture here. There we go. You have these switches here on the side of the TV as well that activate different parameters, including this button that just establishes auto color in case your signal comes in looking a little bit more like this. So that picture is interesting. Then you switch to the next channel, and you can still kind of hear it, but you can't see anything. These networks are so close, yet so far. Autocolor back again. You have 4 other dials here. One for color. Very vibrant. And now it's a little more dim. And the greens are very green. The blues are very blue. And down here, everything's kind of gray and brown. That looks good. This one here's for tint. I can already see it's got a greenish hue to it now. This one's the most fidgety. A lot of these are kind of, they kind of have a mind of their own. They kind of work on their own. I don't really know what causes it, but everybody who has an old TV like this knows how it goes. You have brightness. See, just even touching the knob really messes with it. Look at that darkness. Looks unreal. Let's bring it back. Nice pretty picture. And then on the bottom here, this bottom dial, you have contrast. The way it gets dim. It's surreal. you can see all of the little individual pixels in the sky. At least I can. I don't know if you can. Bring it back. Should we see what else is on TV? I apologize if I can't remember which side is volume is up and down. It makes sense in my mind. Anything else on? I'll just keep dialing it in until we find something. There we go, we have a fire. And then crackling of a blazing fire. You can almost feel the warmth. Have a little drink of water while this flame is going. Should we see what else is on? How about this one? Look at that. It's the Windows 95 screensaver. You know, the reason that we have screensavers to begin with is because static images that don't move can literally burn images into your TV screen. And screensavers popped up in order to keep people's screens from getting burned. It keeps things fresh, keeps things moving. Everywhere this ball goes, it's occupying space in order to rearrange the particles that might burn into your screen. If we tinker with the color here, a little more gray, but still noticeably colorful. Brightness. Dim it down a little bit. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah. Bring it back. You can still see where it's going. Isn't that cool? Next. Let's see what else is on. Look at that. It's Bob Ross.
Just enough so that it separates. And we can begin putting little things like it. If you just rub that very hard and keep it pretty level. And this is all done. It'll look like, watch, it'll look like there's maybe a little river back
The
here.
simple sounds of the palette knife.
You don't want a lot of detail in it. Far, far away. Just something like that.
TV's glitching a little bit.
We'll come along and we'll put something in the foreground. But maybe there's a little rapids back here that is slowly running over. And it's just to give an indication. Too far away to have a lot of detail in it. All right. We don't know where it goes back there. Don't know that we care. Doesn't matter in our world. Something about like that. Okay. We put on the dirt. So let's come right up in here and let's build us a little, maybe this little house there. We'll just scrape us out a basic shape. Something like so. I want it right in front of these trees. We'll take
Hope you guys like Bob Ross as much as I do.
Together.
Let's see what else is on. Oh, look. You know this game? This is Pokemon Snap. This was the first ever video game that had Pokemon in 3D. Well, actually, that's not true. Technically, Hey You Pikachu was the first game to have Pokemon in 3D, but that game was not very good, and this game was much better. Look at that Grimer. It's about to turn into a monk. That music and sound effects just brings me back. You knock the Weeping Bell in and you get a Victory Bell. And there it is. Whoever's playing this game is pretty good. Getting all the good shots. Should we see what's next? Actually, let's watch a little bit more. I want to see how he gets to the end of the level. Play the little song. The magic flute that makes Articuno come out of the egg. Alright, let's change the channel. You can still hear it on this channel. Oh, look. It's the classic video of Bjork talking about her TV.
Serious and spiritual, and also seeing Icelandic comic people making jokes, which they are very good at. But now I'm curious.
To some people, this is an ASMR classic.
Off, and now I want to see how it operates, how it can put me into all those weird situations. So it's about time.
She's opening up the TV. I would never open up this TV.
our city, like a little model of a city, and all the houses which are here, and streets. This is maybe an elevator to go up there. And here are all the wires.
I'm sure the picture in the video is coming in kind of crazy. iPhones never can really capture exactly what the human eye sees when we see these TVs.
They take care of that. They are powerful enough to get all the way through here. I read that in a Danish.
What else is on TV? Flipping. What's this? Looks like we stumbled upon the Winter Channel. See the snow falling? Now it's a scary forest. And now it's a winter wonderland again. And now it's a Beastie Boys music video. Let's see what's next. Oh look, it's Edward Scissorhands.
Blend and blend. Blending is the secret.
I always loved this scene.
Cream, but your complexion is so fair. And this has a touch of lavender in it. Give it a try. Close enough. Okay.
And he has all the purple on his face.
I have another idea. We'll color.
What else we got? A little bit of static. Do different kinds of static, maybe.
Definitely not a problem today.
The weather. Oh, well, it was the weather.
Michelin tires are part of today's lifestyle.
You married Alan the Hunk.
Sometimes I really miss the old
I think we actually are watching TV in the year 1984.
Is he Olympic material? Just look at that stride.
And there's my little angel, Lori.
The bending car.
Sportline or light truck series in a class by itself. Find Michelin tires.
This used to be the pivotal way to advertise cable television with that beautiful picture.
A very special presentation of the Weather Channel.
How would you react to disaster?
We said this was very bad. We're down cleaning because the houses are gone.
Watch Calm the Catastrophe to learn how you and your family can.
What else? Is that Minecraft? I never actually played this game much. I tried it once or twice with my brother. He loves this game. I love the calming nature of Minecraft. I love the music. But the gameplay's a little too mundane for me. Now it's crazy. It's giving me a headache just looking at it. this?
I was a member, as a young graduate student, as a beginner. I was a member of a group.
I've seen this one before.
Magnetic core memory. We did. The leader of our group was a man named Bill Papian, and one of the key persons in that group was a man named Ken Olson, who was later the founder of a company called Digital Equipment Corporation, DEC. And several of the guys in the group left with Ken Olson to form DEC. This
Color
was the
doesn't
first
really do
random
much on
access
certain
memory
things
RAM.
like this.
It was practical, reliable, and quite high speed.
Let's see what a little static sounds like. The different variations of static. Sanford and Son. I think that actor died last year. What else? Gotta be something on. Then it's static off. What's this?
And take out the processor fan, just unclip it from the motherboard.
Looks to me like it's a computer building tutorial video.
And unclip it from the heatsink. Most processor fans just unclip like this. Next, the DVD drive, if yours has one, take out its
Well,
cables. from the
for you
back,
computer guys out there, this must be
then
neat, but I
unclip
think it's a
all
little
comes
boring.
through it, and take it out of the computer case.
Lots of good things on today. Classic television. What's this?
Foam your bike, a scooter, a skateboard, your shoes. With foam in your hands, the fun never stops. Just ask anyone who foams, from parents to tots. Foam, it's fun you can feel. Tired of looking like a
Now,
fool
these are
when
the
your cakes are
commercials
cool?
from
And why
my
do tiny
childhood.
cupcakes take so long to make? Get in the spotlight with Big Top Cupcakes.
And I
the
remember
fast
a
and
great
easy
many
way to
of
make
these
colossal
commercials,
cupcakes that are
including
up to
this one.
25 times bigger. Everyone's face will light up when you make a king-size cupcake house. Grab your camera to remember those giant cupcakes your family makes together. It's so easy. Just fill with any cake mix, bake, and decorate. Wow! That jumbo cupcake looks amazing. Big Top's quick-release silicone is flexible and virtually nothing sticks. So a perfect cupcake pops out every time, making it the ultimate party activity.
I always thought those voices were annoying. Even when the volume's down, it always has that little hum to it. Ooh, we got Space Cadet here. I have very vague memories of playing this game. My family always had Apple computers, and I feel like this was more of a PC thing. But I definitely recall playing it at some friends' houses. It's a good paintball game, for for what it's worth. It's freaky looking. I always feel like I see like faces in the screens when I see static. And then they're gone. Nothing good on. Just a bunch of static. But we're bound to find something. As long as you keep clicking this magic dial. Who's that? That's Frank Zappa. Interview with Frank Zappa from 1980 something for MTV. A network that he was very much against.
We go into a different topic then.
That's good.
There's any of these questions you don't
I always like this video.
let me know.
Believe me, I will.
I feel like it has some ASMR qualities to it.
There's a list of 160
The tonality of Frank Zappa's voice.
Since the time the Freak Out album was released 20 years ago, I think I might have added 4 more
Now he's
names to the list.
Freak Zappa.
Names or influences, both positive and negative. I'm easily influenced by things I hate.
Are you as easily influenced by things you like?
Yeah. But there's more stuff that I hate than stuff that I like.
What songs of yours do you feel show you at your best?
That's a matter of taste. My favorites are probably the ones that make everybody else vomit, but I like things like Dangerous Kitchen and Jazz Discharge Party Hats.
Hear that train going by. What's next? Anything good on? That's neat. Another screensaver, I guess. I can feel the static electricity on my fingers. You can really see the trails of smoke when the TV's like this.
picture appeared in the international press. I was in New York.
I used to listen to this guy's talks a lot back
And I
in
saw that
college.
picture in the New York Times front page.
I would listen to it while I was doing homework in the mornings before class.
Next in mind,
Something calming to
one
start
of
the
the
day.
the first 6 members of the order intervened. My disciple, she burned herself.
I believe
calling for
he also passed
reconciliation.
away a few years ago as well.
She went to the Timian temple very early in the morning, about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. She put the statue of the Virgin
It looks a
Mary
lot scarier like that.
and Kuan Yin. She left behind a set of letters calling for the president of North
Ominous.
Vietnam, the president of South Vietnam, for everyone to come together and stop the act of killing each other. And then she doused herself with gasoline and she burned herself. Next in mind is a very close.
I'm sure he has some very important things to say, but I want to watch more television. What else is there? This is my favorite static screen. Some of these other ones kind of look the same. Oh, look at that. You know what that is? That's my old Nintendo 64 collection. I was building that collection all through high school, all through my childhood, basically. It's my favorite video game console.
Parlays with these, sell them just to, I never play them anymore. They're kind of just for memories, nostalgia. But now that I have everything with me, I think it's best that I'll get rid of them altogether in Chicago. So,
This is one of those
170
old
games total.
Toloro ASMR videos
Boxed games.
that I kind of wished I could go back and redo, do it some justice. I felt like I was talking too fast, not thorough enough. But I used to watch other YouTubers that showed off their own video game collections, and some of them were kind of ASMR in nature, and that gave me the inspiration to do stuff like this. Yeah, this is where all the real nostalgia comes from.
And all these boxed games also have their original manuals, and most of them have their little cartridge packies as well. We have Nuclear Strike 64. We have Knife Edge Nose Gunner. Basically, same game as Nuclear Strike 64. We have Destruction Derby 64. By THQ. And of course we have the infamous
Superman 64.
old faded box from the City Card sale. Doesn't surprise me that nobody wanted it. So,
Well, let's see what else is on. Maybe a little more TV. What's this? It's an aquarium, like a nighttime aquarium. I love the sound of water. Water feel like I've had a lot of dreams growing up that involved water, involved the ocean, aquariums, pools. I think we'll just sit back and watch the Aquarium channel for a little bit. The sound of the aquarium accompanied by the gentle purr of the TV's electrical hum. For those of you who've stuck around for the rest of this video, I hope you know that these channels didn't just happen to be on this television set. I use something called an RF modulator that can plug into the coaxial input of this TV. And through that, and through a power adapter, I can connect the radio frequency modulator to an HDMI and equip that HDMI to my computer, of which I can play footage for you. The footage always comes in on one channel, but you can assign it to different channels if you like. The 1984 Goldstar Color TV, everybody. Look at those fish go. I wonder if I can find the Bob Ross channel again.